The case of Mort Elementary School is a story of true transformation. It's a story of how teachers have been empowered to recognize the skills and the expertise that they have and how they can be empowered to make a change within their school.
There wasn't a unity within the kids. It was, these group of students in this classroom belong to this teacher, and that's it. Very individualized.
When you would go into classrooms, you'd get like this sense of like they didn't want to talk to you, like they were scared.
The morale at the school was kind of low just because they had really been under scrutiny from the district. It was difficult to kind of jump in and really get to work with the things that we saw as needs at the school.
One of the biggest challenges that I faced when I first became principal here at Mort was really working within the community and parent perception, parent belief within the school and belief about the school. Mort Elementary is a school of about 854 students on any given day. We have 61% of our students are of Hispanic descent, we have 24% African American, and then 11% white, and then the remaining population is a mix of different cultures. We are one of the highest poverty schools in Hillsborough County. So we have 97% of our children on free and reduced lunch on any given day. And I say on any given day because part of the challenges that we face here is our student turnover rate. We have children that enter and exit every day. We deal with everything from poverty to homelessness and one of the highest crime rates in Hillsborough County. I have always been intrigued with this area, meaning that I always felt like it was underserved and underrepresented in terms of students and their abilities.
When I first got here and we first started the Mort Teacher Leader Academy, there was a definite divide in the school staff. There were those that were selected to be part of the group and those who were not. Although we want everyone to be in the academy, at first it just wasn't possible.
When I first came to Mort, we were about a 71% turnover rate. The first year I was here, we had about 16 staff members, I think, that had turned over.
I wouldn't say it was a team relation, like a teamwork type environment. It was more, I'm here, I get my stuff done, I'm out the door.
One of the biggest challenges was really trying to build that community of learning and that it's okay to have fun to learn and it's okay to laugh. And we learn best from talking to each other. So that was one of the things that I would say that I had to really break through and overcome with them.
We look at the school's data. We look at the needs that are facing Mort Elementary School, the challenges and the issues that teachers face here on a daily basis, and we use that as the curriculum for our coursework. So teachers are living the work and they're connecting practice to theory, not theory to practice. They're not learning something and going and applying it. They're taking the issues they're facing and saying, let's understand those conceptually, and now what do we do about it?
It really started with administration and USF faculty discussing what changes needed to happen within teacher leadership. We knew that we needed to shift the culture. We knew that maybe if we got this group of people together that really could talk about practices and challenges and things that we would need to overcome here at Mort.
My vision for teacher leadership has always been to support my teachers, to give them the best each and every day, to really fill their toolbox with the tools that they need to be the best educators, best teachers that they can be, because our children deserve it. Felt like we are not always giving our teachers the best educational or professional development opportunities. And so therefore that was really my vision, to take the Mort Teacher Leadership Academy and open new avenues for teachers in terms of professional development, but also in terms of teacher leadership.
These people had leadership potential. They just needed to be empowered. And that's what he and I did those first 2 years. It was taking the teacher leadership certificate, tailoring it to the needs here at a school, and helping to empower teachers become the leaders we knew they could be.
There are so many effective teachers in classrooms. Why are we not looking to them for support and reflecting, for coaching advice, observing each other and giving each other feedback? And now we do that, and that wasn't always the case here.
Teacher leadership means that you are a person who is that agent for change, so that other teachers that maybe aren't as involved in our school leadership decisions feel like they have a voice. So I kind of have taken on this role to advocate for teachers.
Being a new teacher, you're afraid, I don't really have much to bring to the table. And with teacher leadership, that kind of changes your perspective on not only what you think of yourself, but what you think you can bring to your team and to your school.
Being in this community or this cadre of leadership and learners has really pushed me to learn more about myself and learn more about leadership and how to integrate that within my classroom.
I think being a teacher leader, because you're able to work through coaching sessions and you're constantly reading new things and learning yourself, you're able to kind of put into some of those students things that you never would have been able to do in the past. And that all comes from teacher leadership.
Over the last several years, we've gotten support as far as how to coach peers. And that has been instrumental in being able to be a classroom teacher and have the tools needed to be able to have those conversations with my peers. To be able to have that opportunity and support from USF and from our administration has been the main piece that has let our leadership evolve here at our school. So when you think about a team of teachers getting together today, there are leaders among that team without any even resource staff or administration being involved there. And I think that took several years to really happen, and all of the things that we've done leading up to that has really made that a possibility.
The in-school and out-of-school suspensions from 5 years ago, I believe, were over 300. Now they're 5. There were 16 classrooms that never had a teacher at the end of the year. Now we have a waiting list of teachers. People want to be here and they want to stay.
We have leadership in the way that teachers have stepped out of their classroom to be able to support students in being leaders. And I think that's a powerful piece of teacher leadership that we don't always focus on. And I think that speaks volumes about our culture here at Mort. All of it is centered around the students.
I saw the transformation at Mort. I saw what we were, and I see what we've become, and you kind of see what's coming in the future. I mean, just between the teachers, the camaraderie that's happened, the kids, the change in attitude, you know, the smiles when they're walking out the doors as opposed, or even walking in, as opposed to, oh, this is just another day, you know. They walk in the door, they're smiling now. Those are things we didn't see before, not only in teachers, but in students. You know, we didn't greet each other when you walked down the hall. Now it's a smile, it's a how are you doing, and you know every single kid, whether they're in your class or in another class. Those are all things that keep you coming to Mort.
If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And not only do I love my profession, but I love my coworkers, my Mort family. They are my family.